Right. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only. Devin, whose business are you digging in today, man?
Eggs and ass. They both went up this year. You didn't know that?
Listen, mama, here's your boy. And he got something to say.
I've always believed firmly, on paper, I am a white man.
Brother Kenny, Mr. Pound Town himself. Sir,
I'm unbothered. I'm getting ready to go walk my fish again and fly my cat. That cat during this whole 4 years. That's all I'm gonna
listen, y'all.
We apologize.
I really try to control my show as much as I can, but when y'all get started, oh my God.
It's TFG tonight. With Brenton Haynes, Kenny the sports guy, Mr. Lee Black, and the lady of the hour, Miss Devin Devine.
Well, it's Friday, and it's a great day. And Vita Coco, you go loco. What's up, everybody? Everybody doing all right? Yes.
Yes, sir. What's good?
And
How you doing?
Listen, I'm all right. My house ain't on fire. I know that much. And my name ain't in them streets either. So I think I'm doing good. Yeah. So no, listen, the family's here. Everybody's coming on in. When y'all come in, say, hey, don't be playing around. Y'all know what y'all doing. All right, but listen, if we say something nice that you like, please, by all means, send us some in the tip jar. If not, you gotta send me Kenny's until we get all that rectified. I keep saying I'm gonna fix it, Kenny. I don't. So
it's all good, brother.
That is shame on me. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete it.
It can come through you, as long as you make it follow through me. And I pay the convenience fee.
Yes, sir. We don't want no problem. Run me my money.
Right,
yes, sir.
right,
Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, listen, y'all. We got to keep up with him. He's doing quite a bit. I dare not try to keep up from 7 days because we can only just keep up for 7 hours. But I do want to bring up the State of the Union. Did y'all watch that?
Hell no.
Hell no.
An hour and 47 minutes, y'all.
Yep.
Really?
An hour and 47 minutes, and I watched probably an hour and 27 of it.
Wow.
I did, man, because I was working and I had it in my ear, and I was just pushing through. And when he would say something stupid, I would just go look and see what he was doing. But man, I'm here to tell y'all, he has done something now. He's saying something in the ether that's really bothering me right now because it's almost sometimes when you say things, you know you're telling the truth, but then it's more scary when you start seeing it. Y'all, he's making the comments about wanting to call an emergency so that he can get his hands on the election coming November. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what this is going to do, but at the end of the day, if he does that, again, the type of fight we're going to have, man, those forefathers were very smart because if anybody doesn't know, even if he does that, the election still belongs to the state. So it's every state they govern their own election. So, but again, he's going to partner with those who want to partner with him, like our governor here and some other governors, in Georgia. And y'all governor Republican in Georgia, Black?
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. So again, he'll be. So I don't know, man. Black, you think we got something to be worried about, or is this just par for the course?
We passed worry.
Yes.
In my opinion, and the groundwork's already been laid. From the beginning of his inauguration when he took office on January 20th, they've laid out a plan from the Prop 2025 that they've executed. I got to give it to them to perfection. And while you're thinking about the power lays within the states, he's already superseded that. It's not an accident that he's basically told the Supreme Court to kiss his ass. So when you talk about our forefathers laying the groundwork, he's already dismantled everything that our Constitution stands for. Let me put this in perspective. The Epstein files, he was told to release this a year ago. At every turn, he's telling them he's going to do whatever he just decides to do anyway. So the idea that he would supersede and take over elections, I don't think that's real, folks. That is the plan, And he's already made it clear with every passing day when they told him his tariffs was unlawful, the very next day, he went up on tariffs. And what has happened? At every turn, we give you more time. We give you more time. Bad boy, don't do it again. So what would make us think that he wouldn't decide, you know what? F the Constitution. Forget what you folks think. He's made it plain and clear. Folks, wake up. We are not living in a democracy anymore. We are not in a democracy anymore. He is king, tyrant. He's ruling. And even the Democratic governors, the fear. He gets away with everything. This is real.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, sister, at the end of the day, Black is right. He is above the law. The Supreme Court ruled. He says, I got a workaround for it. I mean, he is setting a precedent that we will not come back from after this is over with.
No.
We won't. He changed. Go ahead. What you got?
I don't think they're going to allow him to go too far, y'all. They don't like there are certain people that are going to be out loud about it. You know, the ones who suck his balls every day. But the other people that are like the true people that run stuff in the background, because let's just be honest, he's basically the face. They'll get sick enough of him and they'll make him go away. Like he can go too far. What my thought is how will he go away? Will they make him go away nicely by impeaching him, or will he spontaneously something? Or you know what I'm saying? Because
I get it, but I know he
have a way of making you go away when they get sick of you. It's happened since way before now with presidents, and he ain't no more special, and he old as hell, and they keep showing things about him that make him old, like his baby diapers, his bruises all over his hands, his purpura all over his body. Like they keep showing signs that he old as shit. And when they start to get more sick of him, you'll start noticing little things on top of that.
Yeah. He ain't going away peacefully. I can tell you that.
I know that. I know that. Sure. After his power to the people fist pump thing, when he got when he got grazed by that staple gun. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Kenny, there's a lot of billionaires that are stepping down from their companies and from their jobs because of all this new information. Right. I mean, so that the volcano is erupting and the lava is coming down, and can't nobody stop this now. I mean, what you thinking, bro?
Where the snowball effect is in, you know, but you know, back to the clown in the White House, you know, the thing is, he got his people in the positions that he want them in. Obviously, the Supreme Court, he's got the people that he want, but now he's getting pushback from some of those people.
Yep.
And so what that is doing now, it's making him even more angry, and it's even making him more like, you know what? You gonna go after me? You think you're not gonna say what I want?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It ain't gonna go down like that, partner.
Nah.
I'm getting ready to really stir some ish up, and that's exactly where we are right now with this government. So
yeah, what you got, Black?
Lady D, I love your optimism, and I hope you're right. But I agree with you in this sense. A president is a figurehead. That's not what I'm worried about. Whether he dies in office or gets removed or the United Nations take over, which is what I keep predicting. He's ruined our reputation abroad as well as here locally. The problem, though, is the decisions he's made, the impact will be felt for generations to come. As we speak, Netflix has recently now decided that they are no longer in the bidding.
For Warner Brothers, Paramount.
For years, he's preached that the news is fake news. His buddy, a powerful billionaire, is about to buy CNN, Warner Brothers, and all the companies.
CBS.
If you're not watching and following the impact, so you're right, he's insignificant at the end of the day. But the decisions that he's already overturned Roe v. Wade. My problem is that we are in a new America that we are not likely to recover from in our lifetime. The decisions that's been made, the people he's put on the bench at the Supreme Court, how can we ever respect the Supreme Court with what they're doing now? What's to stop the next president, no matter who that is, from saying, fuck you too?
Right.
Well, I'll just say this, y'all. that was only an hour and 47 minutes of what he did. And look at it, we done been on here 10 minutes time, man. So, again, we just we ain't got time to waste about all that. But y'all just know, y'all keep your eyes on him because he listen, he ain't hard to find, and he ain't making it hard either to figure out what he's doing. So all right, but that's what he's doing right now. So anyway, here we go. I got to follow up, and I need y'all help because I don't get in these streets, but I leave that to Devin and Black. And Kenny will peek his head around the corner every now and then looking at stuff too.
Hey, that's true. You
listen.
You called that one right too.
Yes, sir. So listen, I just heard a song that I think that has matched Kendrick Lamar's song to what he gave to Drake. T.I.'s son, I ain't even know the boy had an older son.
Damani, you talking about Damani? Miss Jackson? Is that the one you talking about? Hey,
man, listen. Yeah. I said, I don't know who that boy is, but the world finna find out who he is, because whatever that song was, I said, my good. And then here's my other problem. The fact that now, I wish his youngest son sit down somewhere, because you at your league, boy, but let your brother do it. But then Curtis, you allow them to go find a picture of your mama. And my God, when I tell you she looked like one of them women that Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy were dating on Coming to America. I said,
you know what, man? Stop.
He do, man. Listen, when you have Rick Ross come out the grass and say, "Give me one of them shirts,"
right? I know, right? I saw that.
Listen, for a long time, 50 Cent has been a winner, and he has always won these fights. But this the one he finna lose this one. So Lee Black, what in the world is going on, and why is this boy done become a overnight sensation now? Because that song is the truth.
It's sad. It's entertaining. Let me start there. First of all, it is entertaining.
Yes.
Because to your point, he met the right one.
Yeah.
The whole family.
Let me be clear. And it's blown up to such extent. They've contacted the FBI here in Georgia and in New York because he found the right one.
What?
Where you have those other people, T.I. is not one to be played with. He's already released 3 diss songs.
Yes, right.
Yeah. 3 diss songs, and 50 Cent crossed the line. He's even involved. He put a Beyonce's mother in it.
Right.
Oh, this has gotten. I'm telling you, the FBI from Georgia has contacted the FBI in New York saying, "Look, everybody play nice because you found the right one." Yikes. And you picked on somebody that, like you said, his son, they didn't come with no nonsense. Realistically, you just gave this boy a career.
Yes, he did.
What you said, Brenton?
But the money is nice anyway. Yeah,
nobody.
But I'm saying it. But for those of you who didn't know him before,
you know him now.
You just put him on the map. This all started from a simple request to do a versus battle that was supposed to be friendly, and 50 decided to take it someplace else. You posted unflattering pics of his wife. And if you don't know anything about T.I., and I live in these streets in Atlanta, that man don't play about that woman.
And he don't play about his family.
He don't play about his family.
Yeah.
And so, but it's sad. Now, what the older son did do, he apologized to 50 Cent's son. Everything he's doing right, he's on point.
Oh, man.
He said, "I'm sorry for dragging you in it." He said, "Let's chop it up man to man because you had nothing to do with it."
But he didn't like his daddy.
But they came right, but he still brought him in because 50 Cent went personal. And again, you got Beyonce's mom into it. You're gonna take an L on this one. Now, the sad part about this is, and more people are starting to jump on the bandwagon that I've been saying for a while, we're the only people that cannibalize our own.
That's true. That's unfortunate.
You don't see any other culture doing this type of shit.
Well, I don't know.
50 Cent, for all you have to say, no, you don't see George Clooney going at it with Brad Pitt, and you don't see anybody calling out Bieber. And what gets me is that with your platform, as popular as you are, why do you always have something negative to say about us, but your mom on the others?
Yep.
We're the only people that cannibalize our own, and it's sad.
You're right. I agree.
That's an argument for another day, but I will say everybody don't hang themselves in jail just because. So, all right, sister, I'm with sister. I know I ain't in your segment, but I just need to hear from you. What is this foolishness about now?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really be in the streets. I talk ish from the sidewalk, and I just hope they stay on the sidewalk with me because we know how things can go like really left. And that little son is a fool. I ain't gonna lie. That little funny looking one.
Man,
real. So I think the money, he's always been the nice one, but then again, it's the nice quiet ones you kind of got to worry about the most. If we go
those lyrics,
be honest, but it would be funny if there's somebody to actually shut 50 Cent up. But what 50 Cent does is he goes after your pocketbook, and he goes after where you can work, how you can work, what you can do, and T.I. may just be trying to get back on the map because let's be honest, he just had a couple of songs, a couple of tracks that just came out that weren't 50 related, and so I think we didn't do the verses, so let's just go about it this way. And I think it's okay as long as it stays right there. And most of the beefs do kind of stay right there. I mean, Drake kind of turned into a white woman and started trying to sue and stuff. But other than that, I mean, it stayed like above board and it didn't turn into like violence or nothing like that. So I don't mind. But like I say, as long as everybody just stay on the sidewalk and talk ish. 50 already said they want me to do a diss track. I don't have to rap. I'm not going to rap. You know what I'm saying? That's not really his thing.
And that's my issue with Curtis Jackson. I'm like, this, if the rap beefs were, if there's a beef, let's do it in the studio. You get on the mic, you drop your track, I drop mine. With 50, that I have a problem with him is he likes to be on the internet with Twitter fingers and social media fingers and make these memes like a little immature high school dude. It's like, you in rap, you came out in 2000 with Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah. If you got beef, get in the booth, drop a diss track. Y'all do it that way. And unfortunately, that's not what he does. He think making these little funny memes, and I thought he was out of pocket for going after that man's wife. So T.I. did anything that any man would do. If you go after my wife, oh, you gonna catch some heat. And he went in the studio. Yeah. T.I. didn't go on the internet making memes. He went in the studio, dropped 3 diss tracks. That's what you do in the rap game. But 50 don't do that no more.
Tina and her grandbabies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would he go after her? I'm like,
crazy.
He's corny, and I used to like 50, but now his shtick has gotten played out. He's corny. Man. Regardless of what he's done for the black community, his financials, he's doing things in Shreveport. That's all great and well. But this other stuff, he just became corny to me, in my opinion.
Y'all, I'm gonna say this: we all can remember Pac and Biggie, and I will say, T.I. is untouchable in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
So again, that's what I'm saying. Like you played with Rick, you played with Diddy when he in jail because Diddy was untouchable in New York. So again, that's right. You see, this boy, you in a different state now. So again, this have a little Pac and Biggie thing to me right now.
Dudes, and them dudes from the South, they a little bit different than them dudes from the North.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
A little bit different. I don't come from a different cloth.
I hope it stays here. I hope my man, Damani,
me too.
Hope Damani get his coins, but I didn't hear empty threats because that boy was very articulate in his words. What up, bro? Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, brother? What's up?
Yeah, man. Hey, we need to go and do a T.I. house now because we need to talk about that boy, man.
We need and do a 50 Cent house too. Real estate insider. We need to do Curtis Jackson and T.I.
Yeah. The one that got caught on fire. I don't know I don't know what's going on, but I just heard good lyrics and I was like, my goodness. So, all right, well, we'll keep y'all posted on this one because I think this is going to go a little further. I hope it's don't.
It's going to be in the news for a minute.
Yeah, so, all right, well, listen, I got to ask AI a question. Can you trust yourself? Do you trust you? Devin, you trust you?
Depends.
Oh, okay. He said, "Join me tomorrow." I'm with you, bro. Yes,
Join
sir.
you tomorrow, a real
Okay.
estate aside. I'm see if I
Okay.
can make that happen, brother.
Okay, yeah,
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this. Let's get this going. All right. I know Lee Black trusts himself. Kenny, do you trust yourself?
It depends on the situation.
All right. Well, listen. All right. Well, I asked AI. I asked it to give me 3 reasons why a person shouldn't trust themselves. Why should you not trust yourself? I'm very fond of me, and so I do trust me a lot. So I found it interesting that why would a person not trust themselves? And so I just wanted to ask computer just to see what it thought. It says while self-trust is essential for confidence and decision making, it says there are certain situations, which I just said, where a person might reconsider blindly trusting themselves. Here are 3 reasons. 1, cognitive bias. It says humans are prone to various cognitive biases that can distort perception and judgment. For instance, confirmation bias leads individuals to focus on information that supports their existing beliefs while ignoring contradictory evidence. This can result in poor decision making. Trusting oneself without recognizing these biases can lead to flawed conclusion. Y'all know the very people I thought of first, Trump supporters.
MAGA. That was the first people came to my mind too. They call it cognitive dissonance. That's exactly what it's called. Yeah.
And I said to myself, I'll be honest with y'all. Again, there's a lot of things that's going to be new normals for me moving forward after Donald Trump leaves office. And one of the things is I'm not going to look at people who voted for Donald Trump and continue to support him the same way ever again, even when this passed. Y'all can call, y'all can say, I won't bury the hatchet, whatever. No, I'm not going to play around because you will choose to have ignorance over evidence. 10 out of 10. I don't know. Sister, what you take from that?
I don't know. And I know AI is technically smarter than us, but I don't really put it in that do I trust myself category. That's like a decision-making thing. And I don't put my decision-making into a trust category.
Well, what would you, I mean, if you had to make a decision where it's kind of 50-50, I mean, you're gonna trust you then.
I guess if we said, do I trust myself to make the best decisions? Usually, I'm pretty objective. So I trust myself there.
Good. Okay. Black, what you taking from this?
I've worked very hard to not have confirmation bias. My entire platform has been predicated on will agree to disagree without being disagreeable.
Okay.
I've worked very hard to walk into a situation knowing I know what I believe. So I'm certain in turn what I believe when I come into any situation. But I worked very hard to be open to hear another point of view. Because I work in education, I operate under the simple principle of true education is recognizing how much you don't know.
Yeah.
So every day of my life, I encounter people where I'm willing to listen. I might not agree with you, but I'm open to see if I can take something from what you're saying to take with me.
Sure.
This very platform, long after the show ends, I process it in my head to think, well, what did I take from that? And I didn't see it that way. And so for me, like the lady says, I trust me, but I don't have confirmation bias. In fact, I delight in having someone disagree with me, long as it's not disagreeable.
Sure.
I like the opposing point of view. I'm even attracted to women who think different than me. I'm better paired with someone who doesn't think exactly as I do. I need that challenge. I need that passion. I love people who are passionate about what they believe, especially if it's different from me.
Yeah, I think one of the greatest compliments I ever got from someone was the lady told me that she said, it's something I noticed about you, young man. He said, you've never been in a situation where you've never learned from something. And I said, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? She said, you always learn from everything. And I said, wow, that was pretty interesting for you to make that statement to me, but thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, number 2, emotional influence. Let's see, it says emotions can strongly affect decision making when someone is feeling overly stressed, anxious, or upset, their ability to think clearly can diminish. In such states, decisions made on impulse or out of emotional reaction may not align with their greater values or long-term goals. Recognizing that emotional states can cloud judgment can be crucial in determining when to rely on external perspectives or advice. Kenny, I said a lot there, but what you thinking?
I totally agree with that. I always, me personally, I'm speaking from my perspective. I've always been the type of a man that doesn't make what's up, Charles? Makes decisions from in my emotions, because I think when you make those decisions, it's knee jerk. You're thinking about what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to take yourself away from that, get out your emotions, and really think about, okay, what am I really going to do right now? And that's a self-discipline too, because a lot of people can't do that. They can't separate their emotions from logic.
Yeah.
And sometimes people make those knee-jerk reactions, and then you be like, damn. Later on, you're like, maybe I should have just waited just a minute. So I definitely like, I'm not that guy. I don't make my decisions based off of my emotions. It's definitely based on logic.
Sister, I never really thought about impulsivities, but is there a connection to you not really trusting yourself, but you just act on impulse?
I think so. And when I say things like I don't trust myself and because of emotions, that's exactly me, because there are certain people in my life who have the ability to make me act out of character.
God, that's a good one.
And I can't trust myself in certain settings because I'm telling myself I'm not going to react this way. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But there are certain times where certain people know how to just
push
get in
button.
there.
Push your button.
And then I'm doing things that I completely regret right after. So I agree.
That's a great point.
Related to emotion.
Okay, good. That's a situational thing. So based on emotions. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and rehear this because y'all talking. I can't think in everything here. I say, okay, Black, where you at with this one?
So I agree with the AI's principle, but like my brother Kenny, it doesn't affect me. And I don't know if this is a Capricornian trait. I don't know if it's a male trait. I don't know. That's why I love that we have Lady D representing that. But again, I work very hard and not being ruled by my emotions. Once again, I live by a simple saying that my head is stronger than my heart. I ended my marriage. I was in love. I loved my wife, but it was a bad parent. And I had to make a intellectual decision. And I've left other relationships. And every single day of my life, and what I do for a living is I talk to people. I deal with multiple programs, multiple start dates, multiple cultures, multiple personalities. And I have to change hats at the bell.
Right.
I had to figure out a way to be professional. I can't let emotion play a part in it. You know, with a strong sales background I come from, when that call ends, I think that's a such and such and such and so. But in that moment, I'm devoid of the emotion.
Yeah.
And I've been that way in my professional life. It's not personal. And so even in my personal life, I don't make decisions based on emotion. I remove that part out of it. And I think logic. I almost operate as if I'm a Vulcan. Yes, I'm a Trekkie, folks. And I think about what is the logical step here? What makes sense? What is the long-term benefit, even if it's to the detriment or the difference of how I'm feeling emotionally? So romantically, financially, physically, I take that out of it.
Yeah. Okay. I just realized something, y'all, because again, I made a mistake. We are live and it's February 27th. I don't know why my big fingers got February 7th on there. So just so y'all know, we are here. So don't think that y'all, so if y'all go, but maybe that's why people ain't talking because they think this we recorded. No, I'm sorry. This is February the 27th. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we are here. All right. Okay. Kenny, did I ask you? Yeah, I thought it was you. Okay, good. All right. So here's the last one, y'all. And I think this is really interesting because it kind of already speaks to where we are. It says lack of expertise or experience. It says in situations where a person lacks sufficient knowledge or experience, trusting oneself can be detrimental. Relying solely on personal judgment in unfamiliar or complex scenarios may lead to poor outcomes. In such cases, seeking advice from experienced individuals or consulting data, is that right? Consulting data and research, is often a more reliable approach. Recognizing these factors can help individuals navigate decision making. I think that's good, and that's probably why narcissists are probably top of mind to me when it comes to this type of stuff. Because if you can't recognize that you're not always the smartest person in the room, right, you shouldn't trust yourself, fool. Sister,
right?
What you think?
That wouldn't be an issue for me, because to my detriment, I'm way too honest when it comes to that, whether it's personal life or work. Somebody asks me a question or ask me to do something, I will flat out tell anybody. I don't have any idea about that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So we can all come together and think about it and see if we can figure something out. But that's not my area of expertise.
Yeah, Kenny, where you at with the type of people that?
I'm totally with Lady D. I know that if I have no knowledge of whatever this is, I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk. Yes. I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't know what the hell this is. We better come and get in this huddle and draw up a new play. Cause I damn sure don't know, cause you ain't gonna have me looking stupid. In here talking about, I know how to do this, and then it falls short. Now I'm looking like a dumbass. So no, I'm not gonna do that. My pride, I don't have that type of ego where I feel like that. Hey, I got to know everything and I got it. That ain't me.
Yeah, I will say, and I'm gonna give this one to you, Black. I don't mind people saying I don't know, but in terms of, you know how people say when you love bomb people, that means you say it too much. If you get me with a I don't know all the time, no, you just ain't thinking. And I got a problem. Then if I know that I don't know bomb me all the time, I'm gonna tell you can't use that word around me no more, because that tell me you ain't even trying to think about what I'm saying. So again, we got to have a balance, man. You don't know everything. And again, it's okay to say I don't know unless you bombing me. But what you got, Black?
I love everything all of y'all said, and I agree with everything. I really do. But this is one I agree with that. Yeah, I will defer when I don't know something. I hate the expression "fake it till you make it." I hate that expression.
I hate that too.
I hate when people say that. It's counterproductive. It's okay when you really don't know something, but I love what you said, brother Brenton, is that if you don't just say that to be lazy now, because you can find it out now. But when I don't know something, like my brother said, I don't have the kind of pride where, oh my God, I want to put myself out there, but I do happen to be the most intelligent person that I know. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, no, look, I have a healthy amount of arrogance of shit that I do know. And that's where I do excel. But look, if there's something I'm not uncomfortable diving in, and believe it or not, professionally, I'm extremely quiet, because I live by that old saying, about a fool opens his mouth and reveals his ignorance. I listen more than I talk. Because I'm learning. And even if I know something, I don't automatically just honestly jump out there. I want to hear those other perspectives, because I don't want to come across as the expert in the room being serious.
What up, Dream? You doing all right?
Dream Team Top Dogs. What's happening? Good Friday night to you.
That's good stuff. Right there. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that so much. My OCD wants to put February 27th somewhere on here. So but I'm going to accept it, right? So I'm not going to act. I ain't going to get out of it.
Hey, you could put it in the scroll, type it in, and just put it in the ticker. Yeah,
I was just going to let you start your segment. So it is bothering me really, but so I just want to. I want to end with this. I think it's important, again, to know thyself, and again to keep you out of danger of feeling like you can't trust yourself. Then just be honest. Again, nobody expects you to know everything, but we definitely don't want you to be trying to shoot us no bull, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because we're gonna see right through that. So y'all do us a favor, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't trust you, we sure don't trust you. so just keep that cool, ladies and gentlemen.
And don't over trust you, because I ain't gonna lie, that's one personality trait that actually makes me angry. Nothing makes me angry, but I can't stand a person who tell me they know how to do something, or they or experts in something, and they done wasted either my time, my money,
yes,
it gets all over me.
Yeah, wow. I totally agree with you on that, Lady D.
Now, what's an over? Explain that to just for the dummies in the back. What does that look like?
We all know somebody who know every damn thing. That person, you can't teach somebody who know every goddamn thing. That person, that individual who has too much ego, too much pride to say, I don't know. If you don't know how to switch out brake pads, God damn it, don't get your ass under my car.
My goodness. Listen, I hope my wife ain't watching because she know we know some folks. So I ain't gonna call no names because they get on my last nerve. All right, well, we'll keep it moving, y'all. Kenny, it's been a lot going on, brother, but you decided to go pick up on some old goats. But that's
you know what's funny? I mean, this is a perfect segue into this to our sports segment because of expertise and do they know? Yes. Do these two guys know? Actually, I think they do. Yes. But do we really want to see them again?
They just trying to get paid.
We got Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao too, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening.
Wow.
September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada. These guys met 11 years ago. That was in 2015 when they first met. And Floyd got the unanimous decision. I remember watching this fight, and the hype was big.
Mm-hmm.
Fight was a little bit of a dud, in my opinion, but not with the money, because it sold 4.6 million pay-per-view buys, and it grossed $410 million revenue. That's just from that, and we're not talking about how much money it made at the gate. But again, these two are going to get it on. Floyd just turned 49 a couple of days ago.
Yeah, he's still fighting Tyson.
Yeah, he's fighting Tyson. That's an exhibition. That's happening in April. And also Pacquiao was fighting an exhibition fight prior to these two getting it on too.
Let me guess, Jake Paul, right?
No, it ain't Jake Paul. It's some Russian guy he's fighting. But again, Floyd just turned 49 a couple of days ago.
Crazy.
And Pacquiao was 47. We still don't know what weight class or how many rounds this fight is going to be. Like I said, they last met in May of 2015. Now, here are their records. We all know Floyd is 50-0. This is going to be counted against his record. Obviously, exhibition bouts don't count. Right. Pacquiao is 62-8-3 with 39.
I thought you said he was 62 years old.
No, he's 47. Now his record is 62-8-3.
Okay,
but he's had some fights more than Floyd Mayweather has. He's done some exhibition stuff.
Yeah.
So again, this is Mayweather Pacquiao too. Is this where we are in boxing now, that people are hyped up for this, or are they hyped? Lady D, what's your interest in this at all? Oh, by the way, this is only going to be on Netflix. It won't be pay-per-view. It's going to be Netflix. Lady D, what's your thoughts?
Okay. Don't nobody want to see that old Medicare ass fight. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, after that foolishness he did with Paul in the ring, and Tyson old ass did with Paul, they don't need to be doing nothing but sitting around with some icy hot. Don't nobody want to see that shit. I'd rather watch what's her name, Special Ed, that be fighting that girl, that slow one. I'd rather see her fight
Clarissa Shields.
Krishan. She just started boxing. I'd rather
I know what you're talking about.
Krishan and Clarissa Shields fight than they old ass. Don't nobody want to see. Did he finish his GED class? Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Damn. Did you just go to GED on Floyd? You just basically said, oh boy, god damn. And we all know Floyd, if you watching this, that was Lady D. I ain't said nothing about you not being able to read or spell. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
If you spelled Devin Divine, I'll apologize.
Say that bad alone. He bother you, girl.
All right, brother Brandon. Man, when I saw this, let me say this.
Yes,
I know we all saying that we ain't gonna watch. We're gonna watch. Are you gonna watch this?
I'm gonna watch.
Why? Okay, here's my question. Why?
Because it's free. I wouldn't pay for it. And I can't even say. I mean, I'm gonna watch just to see what it's looking like. But they got about a round and a half of my time. If them boys ain't duking it out like Rocky and Apollo, then I'm gonna turn it off. Because listen, I wouldn't be surprised if ICE come in there and deport Pacquiao. So you just got to be careful. You know, I don't think neither one of them need money. I don't know, but I understand that there are probably numbers that nobody can refuse. But yeah, so they got a round and a half because y'all fooled me with Tyson, and I won't be fooled again though. So yeah.
Okay.
Won't be fooled
again. Mayweather is fighting Tyson sometime in April. We don't know where. Floyd facing Mayweather in lawsuits. That's why he's taking
fight.
So is he? Floyd got a whole lot of money. He's money man, according to what he says. So is he taking L's in the money in these laws? I guess so.
Well, Devin say he retarded. I mean, sorry.
Oh damn.
So I mean, you know.
But the way Floyd be flashing money and stuff, come on, y'all. That man, that money ain't no bottomless pit. Come on.
Correct.
Yeah, you're right.
And I know I was being a little shady a minute ago, but let's be real. R. Kelly, dumbass said it himself. When you're not that smart and not good with your money, people take advantage of you, and you go through your money really quick because you trust these people with your money, and they don't tell you right from wrong, so you end up being broke quicker than somebody who can count. Let's just be real.
And let's be honest, that's what happened to Mike Tyson with Don King and all that. He wasn't very money literate, and they took advantage of him, and he knew that. Brother Black, I'm a boxing guy. I grew up 70s, 80s boxing. Boxing has always been my favorite when it comes to not this UFC stuff, not this MMA stuff.
Right.
But is this are we to the bottom of the pit now when we are hyping up a Mayweather Pacquiao fight? Is this where boxing is now?
Absolutely, in my opinion, it's jumped the shark. That's an expression that was taken from an old episode of Happy Days, literally when Fonzie jumped his motorcycle over sharks. So that expression, when something has truly run its course, we say it's jumped the shark. That's where we're at. I won't be watching. I just turned 58 years old in January. I got more time behind me than I got in front of me. I don't have time to waste for bullshit like this. I'm also not a fan of neither one of them. And I'm not begrudging anybody from making their money, but I'm not a fan of any of what I see now when it comes to sports. I don't watch NBA at all. I'm only still loyal to NFL. I'm not a fan of these concerts where these old singers are trotting out and sitting on the stage. Eddie Levert sitting on the school singing and shit, and whatnot. So seeing two over-the-hill fighters fight 11 years later when they way past their prime, my mama said, when you see a fool, bump his head. So there'll be a lot of fools out there that'll watch it. I got much more important shit to do, to be honest with you. I'd rather watch paint dry.
That's my guy. That's my guy. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to watch, and the only reason I'm going to watch is on Netflix. I'm with Brenton. If this was pay-per-view, there ain't no way in hell I would pay to watch Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. It's not really anybody in the boxing game that I would pay to watch anyway. At this point,
the new Bridgerton episodes come out. I won't be able. Tyler Perry got a new movie out. Tyler Perry went to somewhere with his uncle, something shit.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I got to watch that tonight too because I fell asleep on it. I really want to watch it. Whatever the dude or his nephew or whatever go to college or whatever.
Uncle Joe goes to college.
Uncle Joe, yeah. So I want to check that out.
All right, back to sports.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I'm going to watch it just because it's on Netflix, and that's the only reason why I'm going to watch it. I think at this point, boxing is not of interest. The guys that I like, Terrence Crawford is retired, and he's the only guy that I really want to watch. Shakur Stevenson is another guy that I think is up and coming that I watch. And Javante Tank Davis was another one, but he can't keep his ass out of jail with domestic violence and stuff like that. So I can't watch him either. So again, I'm gonna watch just because the only reason why it's gonna be on Netflix. So
what was the one that had the Rex Spinks? What's his name?
Oh well, he's not. You talking about
Earl?
No, you talking about Earl Spence from DeSoto.
That's right.
I think his day is done in boxing. Yeah. So again, but anyway, that's what we got to look forward to. Just some updates. NFL combines going on. Cowboys, they signed George Pickens to Friday. They tagged him. The league new season opens March the 11th, so it's going to be a bunch of wheeling and dealing. Where's Tua Tagovailoa is going to go? He's probably going to be gone from Miami. Kyler Murray's probably going to be gone from Arizona. So we got a lot of football talk that's going to be coming up here in the next couple of weeks with trades and free agent signings and all that. So that's my sports segment for tonight.
Thank you, sir. Well, I'm sure you're going to be busy the next few weeks then, aren't you?
Yeah, I stay busy. I can't get in these streets trying to find this. You know what? I ain't going to say that.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kenny. Pound Town himself. Thank you, sir. Well, listen, Miss Tori, how's your husband doing? Tell us.
Lady T, tell Mr. Isaac we definitely still praying for him, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Kenny, there's a lot of Mexicans that fight that people love to see fight.
Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, I like him too. Yeah,
right.
That's the main one that I like.
Yeah. Well, all right. I don't know.
They fight nice right now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Am I lying?
That's right.
No, sir, you're not lying, but all right.
I hear Cartel at home. They ain't got nowhere to go.
We just don't. We don't know here.
My Mexican brothers fight nice right now.
We know we don't get no shade from Kenny, so we appreciate a little shade every now and again. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, listen, ghosting your parents. I thought there was some article or something. I couldn't find nothing, so I was like,
I couldn't find it either, but I just saw that and I was like, wow, that's interesting.
This got to be for a different group of people because I really enjoy my kids don't want to talk to me. I'll be honest.
Damn.
I don't want.
Oh man.
Listen, wow. They think they be ignoring me. Y'all doing me a favor. So you know what I mean? I guess it's a conversation we can have because I mean all of us got kids, so it's like what Devin. I mean, I know what ghosting is, right? That's when you like you well, do I
basically don't respond? You get your parent or whomever, they call you or they text you, whatever, and you don't respond. You only respond to whenever you feel like it. Well, that's what ghosting is.
And I guess it said adult children are ghosting their parents, and I'm like, no, that's disrespectful. So I guess that's my question, sister. Is it ghosting or is it being disrespectful?
I think it depends on the situation. I remember once my daughter called herself ghosting me, one of my daughters, and I cussed her out from here to Mexico because I was actually doing something for her, being there for her, and then she sided with somebody else because her picker's off and call herself ghosting me, and her dad calling me to tell me I'm negative, so she don't want to talk to me and all types of stuff after I done tried to book flights to get her somewhere and that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I done drove 85 miles to pick her up and she just cut me off. So yeah, I cussed her ass out, and I had decided in that moment I was through with my own child. We come together since then because I'm a Libra. I hold grudges. Like I don't have a problem cutting nobody off. I don't care who the hell you are. You know what I'm saying? Thank God Jesus is who he is, because I would cut his ass off too if he ever did. You know what I'm saying? But I just
to the goal. These views are her own, sir. Those are her own views.
I just said, thank God he's who he is, because I don't have a reason to cut him off. That was actually a compliment.
Okay.
But at the same time, I feel like there are times that I have been an idiot where I should have cut off one or both of my own biological parents, where I've had younger generations, because they think differently than we do. Let's be honest, where they're telling me, how would you allow someone to treat you in we'll just multiple ways, we'll just say. But I was raised in a generation that was honor thy mother and father. They basically can do no wrong by you. I end up doing more for my father in his death than he did for me my whole life. So it just depends. I lack the ability to ghost my parents just because of the generation I was raised in and the culture that I was raised in, that you're wrong. But apparently my kids, if necessary, would ghost me. And it's great as long as they ghost me from far away, because I will stomp the shit out of them. Especially if I've done for you. If you want to cut me off, that's your business. But don't do me dirty. And you know what I'm saying? Don't treat me like shit while you cut me off. Just let me know I'm through with you because of.
Damn, that's good.
All right, kids, y'all heard it first here, honey. I'm not too far from Devin. Miss Tori, let me just address. I'm not glad he's not fully healed, but it seems like it's being some progress being made.
Some progress coming.
Yeah, good.
Well, no doubt.
All right, and yes, I've already voted, Miss Tori. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and please don't encourage her. Thank you, Mr.
we already know you all absolutely love Lady D.
Yes. Okay, so Lee Black, I know I'm throwing meat to a dog. You know what I'm
saying? We already know, don't we?
And I'm sorry, young man, whatever your daddy would say about you.
But no, but this is perspective from him with his own parent.
No, listen, y'all haven't heard. I've heard Lee Black.
Okay, I already know he's gonna. You're right. He's gonna go in.
Lee Black is a vocal contortionist, so we're gonna get somewhere, and probably some titties gonna be said right about it.
He's gonna go in. You're right.
I am not.
Okay, so in my opinion, because again, I look at it like this: it's ghosting if you still need me. It's disrespectful. No, I'm backwards. It's disrespectful if you still need me. It's ghosting me, like if you independent on your own, stuff like that. So where you at with that, Lee Black?
I think it's disrespectful either way. This is a Gen Zism for me. And what I despise about that generation is they think they know far more than they really do.
And know nothing.
These are young people that's raised on the TikTok generation, and because they consume things in a 3-minute span, they know every damn thing, and you can't tell them anything. But I think it's disrespectful either way. Obviously, I'm from a different generation. I'm a 58-year-old man. If my mother tell me to shut up right now, I have nothing to say.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is. I might not like it or whatever. If she tell me to do something when I go home, it's got to get done. There's no question. Now, to Lady D's point, if you need me and you call yourself, I'm going to ignore him. I'm a person like this, and I'm not a Libra, Lady D. I'm a Capricorn, but I'm like this. I'll let you set the rules, but I'm gonna make you play by them.
Hold on, Lee Black, just for a second.
That's a good point.
Kids, if y'all ever watch this, I want y'all to listen to this man speaking on behalf of his father. Go ahead, sir.
And I'm just
say it one more time. So say it one more time.
I'll let you set the rules, but I'm gonna make you play by them. I'm a firm believer in that. So this is ironically that this happens in my real life with me and my nephew, where his daughter goes to him. And this is why I implore parents, us, to be vigilant. You know what? If you don't have time for me and what you're doing is more important than you respecting me, fine. Let's keep that same energy when you need something. Because guess what? Sons, daughters, whatever, I'm living my fabulous life over here. When I get off this right now, I'm going to drink my blue Moscato, eat my motherfucking crab legs, and I'm doing just fine. I don't need anything from you, and I'm like, I have the patience of a serial killer. You'll need me before I need you, and so now I don't have to answer you. So when I want to get real here, when your little ugly ass crumb snatchers with their gator teeth need something, and you come for me, I'll be just fine and chomping on my crab legs and drinking and say, you go ask your mama or go ask that whoever. So I want to be nasty, but again, I don't play that ghosting stuff.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful either way.
It's really funny because I want y'all to connect the thing we talked about with AI. Yeah, you Gen Zs, y'all don't need to trust yourself because y'all living in a fantasy world. But Kenny, I want you to explain to these folks. The old folks used to say, never bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
Never bite the hand that feeds you. Don't you? Look at her. Look at it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pause. Let me usher in missionary.
My Lord. Lee is an older version of Brenton.
Don't you do that to your husband if you only knew.
Yeah.
But then again,
and that's that Capricorn. That's that Capricorn. No, but I'm a little bit different.
Black don't keep a secret.
I'm a little bit different than my two Capricornian brothers on this, just a little bit. I do agree that I think the ghosting or that to me that is somewhat disrespectful to your parent. I think even if you may not want to talk to them or whatever, not just responding to them, to me, that's just a sign of disrespect. Because I say this, you only get one. You only get one of them in his lifetime. And I know sometimes as a kid, you may not want to hear what your mom and daddy got to say. I get it. You think you done discovered the new inventions and you done discovered the new universe and all that. But mom and daddy done been down that road and they got some insight that you can't see. So yeah, I definitely don't think that you should ghost your parents.
Now, for the record,
and I would say this because eventually you're gonna have to bury them, and then you got to live with your conscience. Or if they don't bury you first.
Well, okay, yeah.
So you gotta look at it from that perspective.
Unless your daddy a piece of shit. Let me say this. Sorry, I was gonna say something else. I was there for my daddy in death. Don't get me wrong, but I was at that funeral and I was upset. Because I felt like I was put in a position because of the generation I was raised in and the way I was raised, that it don't matter what he didn't do or if he wasn't in your life, kill your daddy and you got da. And then my thought was, but if I die tomorrow, is he gonna do all this shit I'm doing, or is he gonna get somebody else to do it? Or would he even know I died? Would he even care that I died? You know what I'm saying? And so that's the kind of thing that I think of. If you have parents that aren't there for you and you know genuinely don't love you, which I think my dad loved me, don't get me wrong, it ain't that bad. But I do know people from my generation who didn't, some of them didn't even meet their dad until they were grown. And it was easy for them to be in their life as an adult because they didn't have to do anything for you but be your buddy. And so then you end up being there more for them than they are for you. And I think it's okay to ghost that person if it's necessary for your mental health, especially if your mama carried all the weight of raising you and taking care of you your whole life, working 2-3 jobs. Because our generation of mothers, they used to work, y'all, and y'all know it. Like we sometimes didn't see our mom until they came home and went to sleep.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we need to like cut this dude off just for our own sake, that is fine. Or if you want a relationship with him, that's fine too. But I think people should have a choice in that matter, and we shouldn't be backed into a corner because of guilt.
All right, that's where to end it. Now, this
is a whole segment that because I think it needs to be addressed because I think it's a lot of trauma that when we talk about parents, those that were there and those that weren't.
Absolutely,
and you got to navigate that.
Yeah,
believe me, I had to navigate it.
Yeah, we'll give it some energy on the Black Love series again. Yeah. I promise. Now, Kenny, just for the record, whose topic was this?
This is your topic.
Oh, who put it in the chat?
I put it in there. I just wanted the family to see it.
No. Okay. You don't mistake why I'm saying this because again, I'm not. I trust myself, and I already know when I get off this show, they're gonna swear I did this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Let me say to the Haynes family.
Yes, sir.
My good brother Brent. This was
Kitty's topic. That's right. Because they swear. That's right. They swear I don't be doing. Listen, I try to keep y'all out of here. It
was me.
Listen, brother. I've been around these kids all their life, so I know how they are. So again, look at it. Yeah, that's all right. So all right, here we go.
I love it.
Saying the quiet part out loud. Last time, ladies, we let y'all have it. And I'm saving y'all. See, look at her, because I already know y'all. Laughing for everybody. I know what you're doing. So watch it. So here it is. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud, ladies. But next time we do this, I'm putting y'all on Front Street. Because I'm trying to be easy with y'all about this, but because there's a lot of quiet things I want to say out loud that I know y'all don't like telling the truth about either. So, but I'm gonna give us one more go at this thing for the fellas. But we can have a conversation. So here's the quiet part out loud. Yes, ladies, men are looking for a mama, but it's not how you think. And I'll explain. Because y'all always say you always look for you want be baby. You got to want to be like your mom. You want somebody to be like your mama. No, my mama is compassionate. My mama is very attentive. My mama is she loves her son to no ends. Yes, those are traits that are important to men. I do want to know that you have compassion for your man. we do want to know that you are attentive to our needs, and we do want to know that you love our dirty draws. And that is the truth. But y'all try to take it and flip it and try to make it something that is not, as though we want to be babied. Yeah, when I get sick, and that's not often, yes, I do want Nurse Betty. And I want to, yes, I need, look at you are, put that gun up, you already loaded up. Say, I'm talking about, just ready. So again, yes, we do want somebody to be like, if your mama was a good mama, because see, some people ain't even got no mama, right? Some mamas was a prostitute. So again, it ain't what y'all thinking and how y'all trying to portray it. I'll let you go first, honey.
Well, I mean, my mama lacked compassion, so I don't even know what that feels like. I ain't never hugged my mama. I mean, never told me she loved me. You never had none of that. And today, when she be like, "Devin, can I have a hug?" I'm like, we ain't even like that. Quit playing with me. And so
you didn't hug your mama.
Hell no, I didn't hug my mama. I'm old now. Like, you old, just because you old now and you going through stuff, you can't expect me to do something that you've been and made me uncomfortable with my entire life. That's not fair. That's not fair. And in the word, and as far as what you stated, in the words of Bernie Mac, well, you better get your mama to suck you. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because as a woman, we get the flu. We can have flu, C19, flu type A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we still go to work, we still cook, we still clean, we still fold and put away laundry. You get the goddamn sniffles and your right nipple itch, and you got to be in bed for 32 to, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I will be compassionate to an extent, but I let everybody in my life know I was not raised to have compassion, and you can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a nurse, so I can be a caregiver, but I'm that bedside nurse that holds my patients accountable. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get better if you don't get your ass up and do X, Y, and Z? I think the last time we thought my husband had COVID, he was laying in bed and he was saying he was like hallucinating or something. And I was sick of it. I said, look here, motherfucker, you either gonna die or you gonna get your ass in this car and we're going to the clinic. Which one is it? I'm not giving you no medicine. I'm not doing nothing. You acting like you laying there dying. You can't breathe. You can't catch your breath. I'm not giving you shit. You're gonna get up or you're gonna lay here and die. And we went to the goddamn clinic and he miraculously was better in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? I can be compassionate to an extent, but I don't feed into a bunch of unnecessary like BS. Like, I just need us both. Like, if they tell me, okay, he got this going on, he need this, that, and the other, and he need to be nursed. He's going to be having back surgery soon. I will nurse him back to health, but I'm gonna need you to do your part to also get better.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm not telling y'all to start at zero with the mama's boys, again, because some of y'all there, and then that's how y'all misinterpret what I just said out loud. Black, where's the lie?
There is no lie. Okay. But this is all about perspective.
Sure. That's why I said the quiet part out loud. Come on.
So, like Lady D, and my mom might be even watching now. My mom is not overly emotional. It wasn't like an affectionate person. We didn't grow up with the hugs, but I had no doubt whatsoever that my mom loved me then as a child, that she loves me now. But just the outward demeanor. And to what was said earlier, my mom had to work for a living. She cleaned houses. So we grew up as latchkey kids, and we didn't see our mom a lot of times till she came home at 10, 11 o'clock at night. But without a father, she provided everything we needed and a hell of a lot that we wanted too. And so we never went to bed hungry. So when I hear this, that we looking for our mama, I agree with this, but to the point, not like you think. Right. I am looking for somebody. I never remarried again because I do want somebody with that same work ethic as my mom, that same dedication to family. Yeah, man. That same diehard spirit to be protective of the other family. If you're not going to walk beside me and I can go to the fire with you, I don't need you.
Yeah.
The problem is that, Lady D is from that generation where I give her credit. She's doing that. But now let's back up for a second now. There's a lot of you nasty, no good bitches that want it both ways. Now, on one hand, you want to baby us and you create these monsters. You know what I'm saying? You, rather than cook and clean, you want your hair and your nails done, but you don't want to make a meal. You want to go out to eat. You can't even fucking boil egg or fried chicken. You know, you won't do your own nappy ass hair. You know what I'm saying? Your bathroom sink, you taking post pictures, but it's dirty as a motherfucker because you can't even clean. You can't even get in there and cook. You won't even do chores, but you want all the benefits of being somebody's wife. Not to mention the fact that a lot of you mothers who are raising sons, and we're going to talk about the men right here, who are making these men self-dependent. Also, we have a culture where we've emasculated men. So on the one hand, call me every day, FaceTime me, this, that, and the other. But then, you know, you want to turn around and you ain't man enough to do this and that. Which do you want it? And so, yeah, we want somebody that has motherly qualities. Now, me personally, I don't need you to nurse me to good health. I can cook better than most of you bitches. I iron, clothes, grocery shop, vacuum, fold clothes. If anything, you nasty, no good bitches messing up my rhythm. And so my thing is, I don't need you to do anything for me other than be a great partner and display qualities that would make it worth me making you a wife. And a lot of you don't have wifely qualities. You're worth sucking and fucking, and that's it.
Kenny, I'm tired of even put you behind that, but that's okay. I mean, did you hear a lie though? Did you hear the lie about the quiet part out loud, sir?
I think as a man, I think we do look for women with some qualities of our mother, and I can speak from a totally different perspective. I was the only child for 7 or 8 years, so it's just me and mama. So yeah, I was a mama's boy, but that wasn't a negative thing either. Okay. Because my mother was the qualities that I loved in her was because she was a fighter and she was, you know, she took care of business. Okay. You know, but she also gave me love. You know what I mean? So I got that love and affection. I didn't get love from a survival perspective. I got love from a love perspective. And a lot of times people, you gotta talk to them and know where they come from. Because some people, they didn't get love from that love perspective. They had to survive. So it wasn't no time to be lovey-dovey. I got the lovey-dovey from my mama. So I got that. You know what I'm saying? So so that's why I look for certain things and you know, qualities in a woman, but I don't necessarily look for a woman to be my mother either. I want her to be able to stand on her own 2 feet, but also show me that feminine side of her too. If I'm coughing on my and I got COVID, don't say get your ass up. God damn it! What we gonna do? You got to get your ass up and figure this shit out. Nah, I don't need this right now. I don't need that. Give me that pep talk sometime else. But right now, I'm just trying to live. Can you help a brother out? That's all I'm saying.
Listen, we have concluded on this show. Kenny is never asking Devin, do she have any single friends?
No.
Well, my friends don't act like me.
Have you ever, you know what, Britt? You know what? Have you noticed I never asked Devin that? Like,
act like me. My friends don't act like me. My friends,
they say birds of a feather flock together. That's what
my friends say. I act like a dude, and they surprised I can even get a man.
Oh,
wow!
Okay. And look at you.
Yeah.
But then they always ask my man if he got friends. So there you go.
Look at you.
That's a conversation. That's a conversation for another day, honey. All right. Well, listen. Again, y'all. These are conversations that we just don't like having, but we need to because y'all try to use that against us, and y'all shouldn't. Y'all just need to get your act together. So anyway, all right. Well, sister. Speaking of silly women. Not her, but
actually, what you think I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about because what y'all just talked about has made me want to talk about something else that I had looked up while I was truly trying to mind my business. Young Miami from the City Girls, who was with P. Diddy at one time, recently appeared on someone's podcast. And she announced that she is only willing to date men who make at least $100 million a year. Wow. That is her criteria for dating a man. And I just think it's just the perfect thing to talk about right after that old quiet part that we spoke out loud. And I'm gonna start with for shits and giggles. I'm gonna start with Black. Black, do you think it makes sense for her to have a preference? Because as we know, a lot of men have preferences as well. Do you think it's far-fetched or insane for her to require her partner to earn at least $100 million annually?
Well, you know, I would tell young Miami, wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fill up first. So this ratchet dick sucking chick who has profited off her pussy because she ain't got no talent, and putting out this unrealistic claim. Look, we can all wish for things. You know, I wish I was 100 pounds slimmer and I had $100,000, more in my bank account, but that's not realistic.
Right.
The reality is here that I don't know if she said that for likes and whatnot, this, that, and the other. It's not, on a more serious note, it's not realistic for her to make that claim. And if anything, it's sad that you put that out there in the ethosphere to think that's even a possibility. I can look up her net worth right now. So why would you ask for something that you're not even bringing to the table? So even from the segment we just left, what qualities are you bringing to the table to display that would even make sense? That you're demanding that you're not going to talk to somebody unless they have this income. Look, God bless his soul. My boy Kevin Samuels, he was spot on. Her sexual value is plummeting by the second. With every dick that goes in your head until your value is plummeting even lower and lower. When it's all said and done, you'll be lucky if somebody give your monkey as a snap card for that pussy. You dirty, no good.
Okay. Kenny, after sleeping with Dirty Dick Diddy, do you think even if she met 10 men with 100 million, that they would want to sleep with her behind old Dirty Dick?
I still think they would. I still think they would hit it though. Real talk. But would they want to wife her though?
Thank you.
Hell no. No, it's just a jump off at this point. And my thing is, her mentality, she's already cutting off like 80% of her dating pool, because most men, most of us ain't making that type of money. So you're only going to get a small segment of the population anyway. So, and that's all well and fine. I ain't got a problem with her having a preference. I don't have a problem with anybody having a preference. You just got to understand, when you do that, you're cutting off your dating pool for single people. So, okay, cool. And plus, some of us that's making less than that, we don't want to hit you anyway.
I'm telling you, your resume is trash. When we found out what Diddy was about,
we don't want to deal with you anyway. So it's all good.
I'm sorry, Black.
But Brittany, after dating someone who gave her such a lifestyle, is it unreasonable to expect her to now want to go eat at Popeyes after only eating at Ruth Chris?
Well, she can eat whatever she want to eat. That just don't mean I'm paying for it. You go wherever you want to go, spend your money. And that's the thing. That's the problem. Again, I'm finna say something out loud, which we already done, but y'all don't understand. Y'all want $100 million man, but y'all gonna do what the $100 million man gonna want you to do. That's, you want $100 million man, but you want to be treated with respect, like he only make $35,000 a year. You are a number on a long list of days, what day you gonna come see that man with that kind of money. So again, I've seen her and I heard her talk, and I'm telling you, the only way she gonna meet that kind of guys is she go back to stripping at the strip club, because that ain't what I'm gonna be honest with you. What she offered Diddy, now that we kind of way more clear about that, you offered him your side eye, which you act like you didn't see nothing, and then you was just available when he called you. Right. You gave him whatever he wanted. So that, for me, you're if you're dealing with a man like that, it's transactional, and you're asking to be in a relationship. Those two things will never match up together. That's like putting a square peg in a round hole. My sister, that's not going to work for you. So as well intended as you meant, you really don't want that kind of man, or maybe you do, but it's not. You shouldn't be teaching other people to think like that, because that ain't that they're gonna want more than what that kind of man gonna get in. I'll just be honest with you. That's just.
What I'm gonna say is, I think because she's from a younger generation, a different generation, and I just think that they don't realize what comes with dating $100 million man, or even $1 million man, because I think with every million they get, that's a million just bits of ego, pixels of ego that's growing with that $100 million man. If I was literally married to $100 million man, he would quickly become a $50 million man, because me and my 50 going to mind our goddamn business.
You ain't dealing with that, huh?
Shit. And he can go be a $50 million man for some other hoe until he earn another 100. Because that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't think when women decide they have these crazy like preferences, they kind of have to realize what you're tolerating. And one of the people that I think about, and I don't know if he's $100 million man, it's like Cam Newton. He disrespected girl every 72 hours on his podcast. He talk about it like she ain't shit. And she's still over there cleaning and getting fucked in the ass and don't even like it. And I don't understand the dumb bitch. She used to be so self-confident, and she used to always talk about how strong of a woman she is and how she would never tolerate nothing. And now he damn near dog walking her ass like Kanye used to do that dumbass girl. So I just don't get it. There's just
Amber Rose. You talking about Amber Rose? How you used to do her?
There's just so many things that come with these men sometimes that I think women don't realize. And what she should be saying and doing, especially for women in her generation, is encouraging women to make their own 100 million. So then she can say kiss my ass when necessary. Go back to minding my business.
My goodness. All right. Listen, even for a man who is financially stable, that take care of his business, we won't put up with so much. So
I disagree. I think men will deal with a little bit more. Well, you know what? That's a whole nother conversation.
I was gonna let you out of flow because I don't know where you was going, but I'm gonna say.
I don't want to go there tonight.
Okay.
What's a part of Brenton?
You could have just said, you know. We'll be right back, y'all.
This is a test. This is only a test. This has been a test. Thank you.
Y'all know my end don't work on my keyboard. I have to sit up here and scroll over. I'll tell you. And that's what she said. She just proved to y'all that she is not compassionate.
Right.
That is just don't have none.
Yeah.
She better be lucky I love them.
I learn something every day. I was just saying if you was gonna teach me something new.
You know what?
My goodness.
I can't wait when we have a Christmas party together.
It's gonna be old and party. You already know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait. All right. Well, listen. Thank you, Madam Substitute Teacher, for correcting my
spelling police.
Yeah,
the spelling police.
So good. I hope you got plenty to say then. Good. So here we are. Multiple partners. The reason why I brought this up because I know we always talk about body count and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the pros and cons to having multiple partners. And if you see there are pros and cons, and I'll just put it out there like this, because normally if you're having multiple partners, you're definitely not married yet. And most people who are thinking about getting married are definitely not thinking about whether the repercussions of having multiple partners. And if that's going to be a problem or not. So first of all, when we come to multiple partners, people will probably say the good thing is that most people don't want to be with somebody who's not experienced. Right. So that would kind of fall in the category of that's a good reason to have multiple partners. But then there is a con, and again, I'm just setting the stage to kind of get y'all wheels turning so we can talk about it. Is when you do have multiple partners, at least for men, there is unrealistic expectations for a woman who you're trying to be monogamous with. because you're trying to pull from the girl you met at the hotel or the girl that you met at the park, and the girl that you had come over on and late night, and all of them did different things, and now you're trying to get this one girl to do all the things that all these people, and it can kind of get worse as you have accumulated your body count. So things like that. So I wanted to find out from you guys what you all thought. Are there pros and cons to having multiple partners? And then let's talk about it. And I'm going to start with the substitute.
Okay. The con, I'll just get that out the way because it's obvious because I'm a woman, is we get judged by our body count. Somehow the body count for a woman is similar to her credit score or whatever. So whatever. And so that's one of the cons. And the other con for a woman is mess up your pH balance and shit. You could end up with a STD or something. Ajax can't scrub off your ass. Like that's another con for multiple partners. The pro for a woman is we can say we've been there, done that. And I feel like for a lot of women, once you got something out of your system, you don't really need it anymore. You'd like it, but you don't need it. And women are similar to what you just named as far as putting multiple women together to try to make one. We will do that with dudes because long time ago, long time ago, when I was dating, I would have the guy that I would call when my tire went flat and I needed somebody to come help me out. I would have a guy that I would call because he was a good conversationalist and we could talk on the phone for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours every night. And then I would have a guy I would call who would come in through the back door and then he'd leave. And then you try to find a partner that could be all of them at the same time, and it's not possible. So, but because most women are not the hoes, not the $7 hoes, Black. A lot of women are decent enough and mature enough to know that this person in my life now has all these great qualities. I'm willing to give up the guy who can air my tire up and I'll just get AAA. Or I'm willing to give up the guy who can talk to me on the phone all the time. Just find other resources, you know what I'm saying? In whatever the area is, you figure it out. So I always think you should be with at least one other person. But then again, I've been told by people who've only been with one person that they wouldn't both have been with one person. But they don't feel like they're missing out on anything because they've never experienced anything. That's like asking a person who's never eaten lobster if they miss eating lobster. Well, of course not. I've never had lobster. I'm okay with eating my shrimp.
And you took kind of one of the questions I was going to ask, which was, what is your number of choice? And you said no more than one. Okay. Can it what would be, I'm gonna ask this question because it's numerical, but then I'll let you answer the other question. What would be that number that you'll be okay with if it came to a woman having multiple partners? If you even ask.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't ask.
Sure.
I just wouldn't. But if I be honest with you, I mean, the number really wouldn't matter to me.
Okay, yeah.
If there was a really good connection there, obviously, if we connected on a level, the number wouldn't matter to me. That's just me.
Okay, I'm going to exempt Black from this conversation, part of the conversation, because
we already know.
Yeah, he ain't no way to keep
we
up.
already know how he.
I'm talking about as far as a number. I don't think you care, so that's what I'm saying. Well, I won't put words in your mouth.
No, he don't care, but I definitely know he cares
right.
if they didn't goddamn. You know what? Never mind.
Yes. So okay, my brother, pros and cons. Then Lee Black and Devin, you did give me a pause here because again, it doesn't even have to be sexual because again, like you said, men we pull. Some women we have cooked for us. Some women they cuddle better. Some women do. So that's a great point too as well. And so again, Black, pros and cons.
I think Lady D nailed it in a lot of ways, but I think it goes both ways now. Where Lady D, you're married, you're in the confines of a safe monogamous relationship. And I'm in these so-called dating streets. Literally was looking on Plenty of Fish earlier today with my sister, scamming through. I'm sorry.
Get off of that.
Well, and I was walking my sister through it and telling her how much that app has changed over the last 5 years. It used to be a reliable source which is now they're just selling pussy now.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And here in this area, it's disappointing because it make everybody think that every man here in Atlanta is gay. But I was walking her through that. But my point is, I'm on apps. I work from home. I'm on Facebook. Kenny and I can attest to the booger bears that show up on our pages looking for us. So we're in these streets. So yeah, there's a pro to wanting somebody to have some experience.
Yep.
My marriage literally ended because of this very concept. I married someone that didn't have any partners. And so to Devin's point, she had never tried lobster. And everywhere she went, her friends was like, oh, lobster is great. And so that once you plant that seed, there was a point where I think I do want to try lobster. I just wasn't willing to be sitting in the background while you eat lobster and waiting on you. So You know what? Go in that restaurant and you can have all the lobster you want. I just wasn't going to wait around while you tried it. Loved it to death. So there's a pro to having some experience. And that's why I can sit here now and say, I wouldn't choose anybody again that hasn't had some experience, because I don't want there to be any stones unturned out there where things that she might want to try and have an experience. Have that experience. And when you come to me, be whole and ready. And so there's obviously cons to it as well. But this is where I think the script flips, Lady D. I think now with what's happening out here, that same sentiment with women is, guess what, Lady D? They're no longer wanting a man that's not as experienced in the things that's happening, because there's a different level of sexual fluidity happening. One of the reasons I'm looking to move from Atlanta is we have one of the highest STD rates. And contrary to popular belief, it's not just the gay men that are spreading disease. There's a lot of STDs that's happening because everybody's sleeping with everybody. And women are not putting notches on the bedpost the same way we used to do it. And so they take it now as a badge of honor to have multiple partners. Like my brother Kenny said, I don't care about the number per se. I would never ask that, could care less about that. Now, if your pussy is all wallowed out to where I'm just going to be stuffing myself in a vacant spot, or you playing it with your big fat fingers every night, then yeah, I don't want to deal with it. But my thing is, if the pussy looks relatively intact, it ain't got too much of a smell to it. It's gonna have a little stink to it, but it can't be funky, and it ain't all raggedy and shit, then okay, I'm all right with that.
My goodness. Kenny, pros and cons.
You boy.
Oh, God. I mean, what? That Lee Black is
nigga, please, nigga.
He is such a.
I think from a man perspective, I think when you talk about multiple partners, a pro in that is the pros in that is she's been experienced. She's had some sexual experience, so you don't have to kind of lead her around the bedroom. But also you got to keep this in perspective too, because men and women, what you done for your partner prior to this new partner may not necessarily be the same thing that they want as well. So it's about learning and learning intimacy with that particular partner you with. But as far as the multiple partners, I would say the pro is like, okay, I know that I'm not dealing with someone that's never had sex before. The cons of it is, you may find a woman that may set the boundaries really high for you as a man.
Yeah.
That you may not have ever had before. And you may feel incompetent. And I'm speaking from the male perspective, like
intimidated. Yes.
Yeah, intimidated. I ain't never had to do this with such and such. So it's a balancing act. And I think when you go into a relationship and y'all become intimate, I think you have to wipe the slate clean.
That's tough.
I think you have to erase your memory.
That's impossible. Yeah.
I know it's impossible, but I think you have to say, I can't compare this woman to the woman that goddamn was damn near sucked the life out of me, and I didn't never wanted to leave me.
But you're gonna be thinking about him, Kenny, one day. Right?
She took my soul and my spirit and everything. But you have to erase that from your memory because that's not gonna be the woman that she was once used to.
Man, anyway, you're gonna mess up that whole night. Yeah. Worried about Tina.
There you have.
Oh my,
okay. And then a woman has the same perspective. The guy that was like, he blew my back out. I couldn't get him off of me, but he took me to a whole nother level. But then this guy that y'all get intimate, and he's like, yeah, I love him, but he ain't really blowing my back out like that other guy. So you got, so that you have to look at it from that perspective too.
Yeah, I could go further, but I don't for the sake of time. But I think there is a lot more detriment to having multiple partners. I would say, again, experience does have a place. We can have the conversation of how experienced somebody needs to be, but at the same time, there are things that we would like. One of the things I really was afraid of is that, a woman not taking the moment seriously. I've dealt with a girl who she just always kept giggling. Like, what are you laughing at? I mean, we just doing foreplay. You know what I'm saying? What's funny? Just turning the whole mood off, bro. I'm like, all right, let me take you home to your mom. Get you back to the house. What you side-eyeing for? I'm not lying. What?
Lady D, what you don't know is both me and Kenny, we're relating to that moment, that experience. That's what.
Yes, man. So again, just bruh, it's bad. So anyway, why you side-eyeing down there?
I'm just saying. What is she giggling at? I'm just.
Oh no, honey, clothes is still on. No, that was all right.
You know what? You thinking she want her nipple licked, and she like, what is she doing? Nobody want their nipple licked. We girl now. Like, that's a 14, 15-year-old shit.
Right. You trying to put your fingers up in me?
Why are you blowing in my ear? What are you doing?
Why you trying to fangle me? What the hell? What are we doing?
I'll tell you what. All right. For those that know, please send your complaints to TSG email. Right? So how about that? So I'll read them on air for Devin. How about that? Send all those that have a complaint, send them on TSG.com and we'll read them on air. Again, y'all, I strongly suggest, and again, you may say, well, you already have been through it. Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you. It ain't. You don't need to be.
Conversation.
It creates more problems than it doesn't. So again, that's my opinion, and we can argue about it another day. But all right, thank y'all so much for that conversation. But ladies and gentlemen, he's here and he's ready, and he's wanting to tell y'all the keeper of the flame.
I want to talk about. I want to end my segment to end on something positive. There was an incident that happened this week that we didn't talk about, and I was surprised that it didn't make it to the show because, again, I don't look at the topics ahead of time. How are you guys familiar with the BAFTA Awards that just took place this week, where the movie Sinners, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, presenting the very first award of the night, and a gentleman who also was there with Tourette syndrome, because the documentary was about him, very first award of the night, and he yelled out niggers.
Yep.
He called them niggers. If you haven't seen this, it's on YouTube, and you get to see their reaction. And like true professionals, they forged ahead and they delivered it. But it opened up a conversation about, obviously, Tourette syndrome and race and things like that. I'm not going to go there. I have my own personal opinion about that, this, that, and the other. I want to spin it to the positive side of it. The wins from Sinners through the BAFTA Awards, it now has made it the most decorated movie by a Black director ever. And it is now poised, hopefully, to close the show with the Oscars that'll be coming up. Folks, do you realize this movie, as successful as it is produced and distributed by Warner Brothers, who's also now being probably owned by CNN parent company, which is now proposed to be in the hands of the billionaire who's Trump. Why am I bringing this up, people? Go back to Tuesday night and the State of the Union address and this record-setting speech, this show, Dog and Pony show put on. A couple of things happened there that maybe escaped people's notice. Do you know the ratings were down for this the State of the Union address? 11%. It lost 11%. To your point, Lady D, you said in the beginning, his stick is starting to wear a little thin. Now, we all know that this was all a show to keep us distracted from Epstein files. That's neither here nor there. Back to Sinners. Why am I saying keep us of the flame? Folks, not only is this the most successful movie ever, and it some kind of way brought together all of the things that make us special as a people, that we're connected by our collective natures dealing with religion, faith, music, family trauma, all wrapped up inside of a movie that was about vampires and music. For some of us, we might not know what a griot is. It's an African word that talks about someone in our family where stories and our history is passed down. Folks, in case you haven't been wondering, we're trying to be wiped. Our history is threatened to be wiped away from the face of this planet. And we have to be careful here, because if we think that elections alone are going to keep us relevant, one of the big reasons why you don't hear a lot of African Americans speaking up, a lot of it's good old-fashioned fear, because the person in office, you know, he's demonstrating that he's willing to go to whatever lengths as possible. But you know, one thing you can't control people's behavior, and you can't control culture. And we define culture. And I'm rooting for not only Sinners to do what it does, because at the end of the day, the powers that be, you know what they respect more than anything else? Money. And so I hope that this film continues to pave new ways for us to be able to tell our stories. And I wanted to speak to us as a people who watch this show, but even for those who don't, and we in our circles, pass along just how important it is for us to support movies like this. This same director, he's got Black Panther 3 coming up. And next month, we got the MJ documentary. I hope that we go out and support these movies in droves. Whatever you think about Michael Jackson as an individual, that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. Even if you're not a fan of Marvel movies, we need to go out and support these movies, because they're telling our stories from our perspective. And while the stories that's getting way too much attention is the caping and the cooning by the 50 Cent versus T.I. bullshit where we cannibalize each other. Right. Snoop Dogg was just on the Winter Olympics. He's getting this money. I'm not begrudging anybody their money. We got African-American people showing up to support the man in the White House. Those are the stories that get attention. But folks, we have a quiet power that they cannot deny, and that is our spending dollars, our economic power. And I'm just encouraging us to be able to recognize that by supporting films like Sinners, Black Panther, MJ, and to make sure that we are seen, there's a quiet way to make sure that we're the keepers of the flame, and that no matter what they try, all powers against us is going to fail, because we are the culture. And even in our own families, in our own communities, find that person in your family that you know is the biggest gossip, but in a good way. And make sure you pour into that person your own individual family history, so that that's the person that we connect with. So even when we're not around, they can tell others about who the Moore family, where did the Moore family come from? How did I become a Moore and the rest of my family's young? They're youngs. And so we can't depend on other people. Elections are not going to do it. We have to be our own brother's keeper. And we have to be keepers of the flame of our own culture. And I just invite you on a positive note, when MJ comes out, the Michael Jackson biopic, show up the same way we did for Black Panther. Go see it more than once. Make sure we're setting the tone, because if we don't watch it, they're going to do their best to erase us from the history and the memory of men. And we have to do it on our own.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
well, they're gonna have to get all us off YouTube, because that's where we at now. So again, y'all may erase the movies. Yeah. So no, good luck getting that out of here. Listen, all right, man. It's been a fantastic show, y'all. Y'all did y'all good work today. I appreciate that. Everybody did. Thank you so much. All right, well, we won't play around. We're gonna get in there, sir. Appreciate you. What you got?
Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I want to thank Lady T, Miss Toria. Definitely sending peace, love, and light out to your husband, Mr. Isaac. We praying for him. Hopefully he's got a speedy recovery coming. Miss Tiffany Haynes, the daughter of the host of this show. Thank you.
No, that's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife. Oh, my bad.
She look young, but I ain't
okay. Lady T, that's the other Lady T, that's the wife of the host. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the love. And Brother Lamb was in here too, as well as Charles. We appreciate the love.
Dream Team.
And, y'all make sure y'all continue to watch us. Make sure if you haven't liked, subscribe, share this to all your social media platforms. I just want to say, I think we got. I don't want to let this moment go by not thinking about the Reverend Jesse Jackson, man. And I want to say this. I think, regardless of how you felt about Jesse Jackson, regardless of how you felt like maybe he was looking more for the limelight, or whatever, he was a champion for Black people. He was in the trenches. He was in the trenches, and was he perfect? Of course not. None of us are. But at the end of the day, he wanted to see us win. He wanted to see a better America for all people, not just for Black folks, but for all people. And I thought Minister Louis Farrakhan said something. He had his Savior's Day last weekend in Detroit, and I watched a little bit of that. And I think a lot of people wanted to pit him against the Reverend Jesse Jackson. But he said, I'm not going to go up here and speak ill about my brother, Reverend Jesse Jackson, because he was put here for a purpose, and he served his purpose, and he wanted to uplift his Black people. And I say that just compared to what we're dealing with this 50 and T.I., and Brother Black made issue of this. We are the only people, for some reason, that don't have a problem get in public, go social, we're going at one another. I ain't saying white folks don't do that. I'm not saying Mexican folks don't do it, but I don't see it. We are the only people that ain't got a problem getting on and going at each other rather than showing love to one another. So can we just show a little bit more love, Black folks, to one another, instead of trying to find a way to make $1 out of 15 cents off of one another? That's just my final thoughts.
All right. Thank you, brother, for the encouraging words. Madam, always.
Ken is so sweet. I'm gonna start off right.
That's why I go first.
Yeah, such a sweetheart. In lieu of, or in anticipation of the Michael Jackson movie, I have 4 Michael Jackson shirts in a card on TikTok that I need to go ahead and purchase for me and my children. Actually 5 for me and my kids, because 2 children and myself are huge Michael Jackson fans. If I can bring one person back from the dead, it would be Michael Jackson. That's one regret I have for not ever seeing him perform live. I love me some Michael Jackson. Love Michael Jackson. Anyway, ladies, do as I say and not as I do. This is a good note. It's a good thing. When your man is sick, be compassionate to your man. Be nice to him.
Thank you.
Be kind to him. Don't be his goddamn mama, but be nice to him. Be kind to him. If he wants somebody to wipe his ass and do all that extra shit, you can drop his ass off at his mama house. But if he just wants somebody just to do for him and kind of, nurse him to health, let's do that. But at the same time, you need to make sure that you're letting him know you ain't about the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let him milk it, because they'll milk it like a son of a gun. You know what I'm saying? He got a goddamn stomach ache because he ate some bad beans and shit. You don't need to be sick all weekend and all of that, and me having to bring you food and carry you water and all that ass up and sit on that goddamn toilet like you can. What would your Black ass do, or what would your white ass do if I wasn't here? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? So I don't do all that. Like, but be as I said, once again, do as I say and not as I do. Take care of your man. But at the same time, first time you sick, if he act like he don't want to help you and help you out and do for you when you feeling bad, don't do another goddamn thing for him. Make his ass crawl to the kitchen, make him crawl to the bathroom, make him crawl to the Uber, because don't you drive him no motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? You make him stand on business when you sick too, because your ass shouldn't have goddamn Ebola virus and you still toting around kids and cooking and cleaning and doing all that shit.
I'm sick of you.
Are you done?
I'm really sick of
God bless y'all.
This
They got you know at the end. Come on now. This Source Awards.
I ain't mad at Lady Du. Bravo.
I am. I'm sick of her.
I love her.
She get on my freaking nerves.
My final thought goes out to Dirty Dick.
I'm gonna find your girlfriend. I'm gonna get one of my friends to be your girlfriend.
No, I don't want none of your damn friends. No. Because you already done gave them the playbook and they gonna know how to execute the play.
What?
I don't want none of your damn friends, Lady D.
What?
Hell no.
She'll have some good coochie though.
Well, then that might change my mind.
That's my dog.
And we're gone. Come on, Ali.
That's my dog. My final thought is Dirty Dick Diddy, as Sis calls him. Look, Diddy gets a bad rap. Look, Diddy ain't done nothing that most of I ain't gonna say
that Negro whack.
I haven't done.
Stop.
Free Diddy.
Whack,
I love it. I still love me some Diddy. I heard nothing that he did that made me dislike him anymore. I'm still a fan. Free R. Kelly, free Diddy. And the only way your dick can get dirty is to stick it in a dirty place. And so for that Miami, that says a lot about these bitches, Cassie, that his dick is dirty, that when he stick it into these nasty, no good bitches and they get to skate rent free. So I'm just shouting out to P. Diddy. I love you, Diddy. You did nothing wrong. I am leaving this fucking place because I got a clean bill to health. My dick is not dirty no more. I'm coming to Texas, and I'm not looking for them dirty holes to stuff myself in, but I am looking to stuff myself in some heads and tails when I get there. So watch out. And so if you think Diddy is bad, I'm coming.
Oh my God.
This.
We need to get through this.
From Diddy though.
What you say, David?
I bet he wouldn't take a drink from Diddy though.
Yes, I heard nothing that turned me off from Diddy. Nothing.
Them poor men waking up with their booty hole hurting and stuff.
Bro, I can't rock with you on that.
He stuffed in nobody's booty hole.
I can't rock with you, Brother Black. I wouldn't drink a drink from no goddamn Diddy.
Nothing.
Good Lord.
I've been put my foot right deep in his ass.
Pause.
Free Diddy. Free Diddy.
I don't know about that one, Kenny.
I said my foot.
Hey.
FOOT.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I mean, y'all just sliding right on into where I'm going. So,
no.
Right. Yes. So I have a question. Are you all sure that you're able to see who people are when they show you?
Yes, sir.
Most
you
times.
Will? Okay, you can. All right. Yes, I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I'm gonna show y'all this twice. I'm gonna make sure y'all can see if y'all sure y'all are able to see a person for who they are. Take a look at this.
Yeah. And he need to keep his freaking clothes on.
Why he got a G-string on?
What the hell?
Why he got booty nipples on? That's them panties that make your booty sit up high.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The boy got burnt. I want y'all to see.
I don't give a damn he got burnt. He wasn't burnt before he had that freaking G-string up in his ass. He wasn't burnt before then.
My God.
What the hell?
All right, one more time. Lee Black.
I don't need to see it one more time. I saw it.
Tell me, Lee Black, tell me what this man is, please. Come on.
No, man, no player. No, you no player.
So what are y'all looking at? What are we looking at?
No, Playboy.
What I'm getting is when the stuff spilled on his back, did he pull his pants down?
What's that? It looked like Old Town Road. What's his name?
Yeah, that damn show did look like him. Whatever
Nas
his name
X,
is.
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X. That's exactly who that looked like.
So that's all I'm saying, y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all looking at everything, and I mean everything, before you make a final decision about anything.
Yeah, that dude right there, man. You know what?
Oh my goodness. So yeah. Anyway, because that's some foolery. I don't know what your shorts got to do with getting your back burnt. Anyway, all right. All right, y'all. Well, listen, unless Devin going somewhere, we'll see y'all Friday. Okay, she's shaking her head. So we'll see y'all in 7 days. So listen, that's Lee, that's Kenny, and that's Devin. And we out here. Peace.